channel. I'm Sydney Nicole, founder of Clean Living with Co, and this is my channel where we talk about all things faith, food, and wellness. So in this video, my plan is to give you some food inspiration on how to eat on the Daniels fast. Now, I'll throw out a little disclaimer. It wasn't the hardest for me because I already live a plant-based lifestyle, which means I don't eat meat or dairy. And with the Daniels fast, you cannot eat meat or dairy. Just wanted to throw that out there. So if you aren't someone who lives a plant-based lifestyle and you typically still eat like meat and eggs and dairy on a daily, I hope this video gives you inspiration so it doesn't feel like a chore to eat on the Daniels fast. If you have no idea what I'm talking about when I say Daniels fast, you need to take a look at my Daniels fast experience, my very first video on this page. It'll give you a rundown of what foods to eat, my entire experience doing the 21-day fast, as well as some tips and tricks to keep yourself motivated. And if you're like Sydney, how can I create recipes without groceries? I got you, boo. I'm on top of things around here. Go ahead and take a look at my second video. In this video, I give you a detailed grocery haul, as well as a free downloadable PDF to make your grocery shopping trip so much easier before you take on the Daniels fast. So I'm going to give you a mixture of breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert recipes. Yes, we still ate dessert on the Daniels fast because we are that girl. Now, I love me some breakfast, and during the Daniels fast, my breakfast go-tos were oatmeal and protein smoothies. I chose to stick with these two because as a grad student who typically spends the majority of her time in class or at work, in my opinion, they are the most convenient while also staying within the list of approved items you can have while fasting. I think oatmeal is a nice breakfast item because you can mix and match flavors and toppings and either cook it or let it sit in the fridge as overnight oats. My favorite oatmeal combo was the creamy strawberry cashew overnight oats, as well as the apple cinnamon stovetop oats, as it tasted literally like apple pie. I also found smoothies the easiest to adhere to on the Daniels fast because I could load the blender up with fruit, seeds, nuts, plant milk, and superfood powders like ashwagandha. Now, frozen fruit prices are starting to go up like crazy, so I typically buy my frozen fruit at Aldi's. The bags are big for half the price. Just as a little plug-in, I do have a blog post on my website with recipe descriptions for my favorite oatmeal combinations and easy smoothie recipes that are quick, inexpensive, and taste super duper good. Alright y'all, we are starting off our lunch and dinner inspo with some curry jackfruit tostadas. Oh my god, just saying it makes my mouth water because it is so good. All you need is some pulled jackfruit, the curry seasoning mixture, let it marinate for a couple of hours, top it on your corn tortillas. I added a side salad to mine and y'all, chef's kiss, it was amazing. Y'all, I even ate out during the Daniels fast. This meal was super duper good, the restaurant was so accommodating, and the flavor was on point. If you love falafel just as much as I do, head on over to Trader Joe's and try out their at-home kit. I paired my falafel with arugula, tomatoes, jalapenos, quinoa, brown rice, and cilantro jalapeno hummus. Y'all, I think it's so funny how when I tell people that I'm plant-based, they think that I only eat salads 24/7. Now, I know this idea is just a combination of a lack of knowledge and honestly ignorance, but I'm telling you, I will take the responsibility as your new plant-based homegirl to change your life, your perspective, and how you feel about plant-based eating. Since you can't have anything fried on the Daniels fast, I chose to bake my falafel and bake my nachos. I made my tortilla chips from scratch using corn tortillas and baked them in the oven, and topped mine off with black beans, onions, jalapenos, tomatoes, a creamy vegan tahini dressing that I made from scratch, as well as some vegan cheese. Popped it in the oven for 20 minutes on 400, and y'all know it was good because I was dancing the entire time I was eating my food, literally. Alright, this is the judgment-free zone. You will see that the next couple recipes will also be using black beans because we don't waste food around here. Another one of my favorite meals were these black bean tostadas. They were super easy to make. Yes, this is the same mixture from the black bean nachos. I'm just showing you a more detailed version as to how I actually made that mixture. As you can see in a lot of my meals, I'm basically using a lot of canned food like beans and vegetables, which means that a lot of these meals are actually very inexpensive to make. To make the bean mixture, I just used organic black beans that had no salt in them, jalapenos, onions, as well as some lime juice. I heated up a little bit of oil in a pan, sauteed some garlic, and then I sauteed my onions and jalapenos in that garlic mixture. After the onions and the jalapeno started to cook down with the garlic, I then added some black beans, corn, and some low sodium taco seasoning on medium heat until it got nice and soft. To make some homemade guac, I just took an avocado, some salt, lime juice, tomatoes. I would have added jalapenos, however, I already put it in the bean mixture, gave it a good mix, and before you know it, honey, you have home style guac like the restaurants. After heating up my corn tortillas in the toaster oven, I added my guac, my black bean mixture, nutritional yeast for extra protein, as well as my favorite vegan creamy dough dressing from Trader Joe's, and do not forget the infamous enchilada sauce. Now y'all know that look good. It's okay, you ain't even gotta tell me, cause baby, the way I just bit into this tostado, you already know it was busting. Y'all already know we gotta dance, cause the food tastes so good. Now, some of y'all are probably like, Sydney, that is too many beans. We are tired of beans. But y'all, when you can't eat meat, beans are one of the perfect items to have in your pantry because they have a lot of fiber, a lot of protein, and they keep you full for a very long time. Besides, what else would you put in chili other than beans if you can't use meat? I honestly never got tired of eating beans just because I was always making something different using them. And I 10 out of 10 recommend making chili while you're on the Daniels fast because you can make large quantities to last you the majority of the week. It tastes good and it takes literally less than an hour to whip up a batch. In my chili, I use pinto beans, kidney beans, black beans, onions, garlic, as well as a couple other vegetables like tomatoes and corn. Topped it off with some avocado and dinner was served. This is probably my favorite part of the video because in my first video I tell you guys how I have a major sweet tooth. It's like unreal. So of course I had to find healthy ways to satisfy my sweet tooth. This blueberry crisp is so good. It's enough for one person and literally takes less than 5 ingredients. You just pop it in the oven less than 20 minutes and baby, you will be dancing like me. This might be a typical snack, but it's actually one of my favorites. I love frozen grapes, especially when they're super sweet, and it's super healthy for you since the sugar comes from a fruit, which means your body digests the fruits completely different from processed foods. Now, if you are not on the apple nacho train, you better hurry up and grab your bags before we take off because baby, apple nachos are the truth. They're super healthy, made from wholesome ingredients, and they take less than no time to create. All you need is 1 apple, your favorite nut butter, date syrup, agave, or honey. Since this is a Daniels fast, I use date syrup. You top it off with almonds or hemp seeds, and even extra cinnamon and nutmeg. Now, if this wasn't a Daniels fast snack, I would even top it off with some chocolate chips just to give it a little razzle dazzle. But y'all, this snack is the truth, and I eat it all the time. Y'all, my Coda thought he was gonna get some. I had to tell that boy, psych, got him. I hope this video was helpful. I tried to take as many pictures and videos, and to the average person who does not eat a plant-based diet, I hope this video motivated you to know that excluding certain foods from your diet isn't as hard as you think. You better be following me. Yes, on Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest. Okay, let's pull out our phones. Take 5 seconds. I will be checking. Food should be the last thing you have to worry about on the Daniels fast. It really isn't as hard as people think. It just takes a little bit of thought, a little bit of planning, and the right mindset. If you have any comments or questions, please hit me up in the comment section below. I love interacting with you all. This stuff brings me joy as I am your plant-based homegirl. And no, our special guest is not here today because y'all know he be barking. Always just wants mommy's attention. And y'all, we don't do bland food around here. Season your food. Do what you gotta do to make your food taste good. God won't want you out here eating broccoli with no seasoning on it. No! That is disrespectful. While I have your attention, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you all start incorporating plant-based practices into your diet. It literally makes you feel better. You look better. You think better. And you digest better. I'm just saying. Because if you're not going at least once a day, that's a problem. Okay, we'll save it for another video. So like I was saying, I hope this video was helpful, and feel free to tell me what you're eating on your Daniels fast. Until next time, friends, mwah.